has arrived. My third favorite season. Oh, wait. My favorite season. My second favorite season. And, leaves are turning brown. And they're falling to the ground. And they get all crunchy. Crunch. I'm Mike Big Tobacco Ryan, and with me, as always, is the Muffler, Ryan Bruckner. And God damn it, Ryan, in this light, this fall autumnal hue, you look gorgeous. How are you doing today, buddy?
It's like 93 degrees outside.
Yep, Santa Ana wins.
Well, I'm doing okay. I'm just getting by.
Just getting by? Ryan,
Just getting by.
penny for your thoughts? What's going on? You okay?
Well, I did have an I Quit match with a chiropractor just now,
That's right. Jesus Christ, man.
and I passed out from the pain.
You really did? Did it hurt?
I had a crimson mask, and I passed out from the pain.
Now you're just being dramatic. How was it, though? You get those deep pops? I've never been to a
I
chiropractor.
did. It was my first time, too. I got a lot of pops.
Yeah, like the really deep, like...
The area where I was hurting doesn't hurt anymore for now, which is good. I'm going to go see him again on Monday.
Cool.
We'll see what happens.
Cool. So you're doing a weekly thing. That's what I hear. That's the catch about these chiropractors is like once you're in, you're hooked. It's like
No,
a drug.
I'm not doing
that,
a
like,
weekly
Your
thing.
body can't tolerate not doing it now.
No, I won't do it regularly.
I mean, it's like when I started cracking my knuckles, right? Now I'm always cracking my knuckles, man.
Well, that's not going to be me. I just had to do a follow-up appointment for this one.
Are you saying that I have an addictive personality
Yes.
and I act irrationally and impulsively?
Yes.
Dare you?
That's what I'm saying.
Look, man, the CWC. Another reason I like the fall, I don't know, the finals of the CWC is going to be in the falls. Do you think this is going to be an annual tournament? At press time, we had just watched the finals of the 36-man cruiserweight tournament, CWC, WWE Network.
I do think it'll be an annual thing. And one thing has really been, I've been pondering is, are you a cruiserweight?
Oh, yes. Wait, that 215 or 205? Wait a minute. It's 205?
205.
Yes. I made the cut, just barely. I haven't weighed myself in a while, going on like maybe 3 months, actually, because I'm a little self-conscious about my body. But I'll make that step. I'll make that step today. I think I'm pushing 200, though.
I sized you up at maybe 210.
I'm like 2 bills. Yeah. No, I'm definitely under 210. So, yeah, I make the cut. Definitely. What's your average cruiser weight, though?
A lot
I mean,
of
they're
those
not
guys are way smaller
Pushing
than
205,
205.
right? They look
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. I mean,
Like,
how
how-
are they going to... Okay, when
TJ Perkins, what does he
when-
weigh?
He weighs probably like 150, 160.
Yeah.
But when they bring like Finn Balor back, how are you going to differentiate him from all these other guys? He's like their size. He's like
True.
180.
So he's just going to rule the cruiserweights?
Well, I think they're still going to keep him in the heavyweight picture.
Yeah,
but,
of course.
But he's cruiserweight.
So it'll never, and I'm going to ask you what your fighting weight is as well, and if you made the cut. But do you think the cruiserweight title can ever be brought up to the height and prestige of the heavyweight?
oh no
Happens
way.
in boxing. Why not?
No way.
Yeah.
Because I mean, Vince McMahon would have to die.
Yeah, true.
Vince McMahon.
Which will happen.
they've had cruiserweight.
Ryan, we all die.
Dude, he just
And God is an illusion.
he just tore both his quads again.
Oh no! Was he
squatting?
Was he running?
He was
Did he
squat-
run into the apron?
He was squatting.
Oh,
Mr.
Mr. McMahon, you pulled both quads at once. He got them both.
Remember
He was
when
lifting too much weight.
Remember when Austin was punching his
Yeah.
leg? He was in the hospital bed.
Yeah.
And he's just like,
Yeah.
"Ah!
Right before he struck him with the bedpan. That, you son of a bitch! I'm gonna punch you any part of your body I want. No, nurse. Nurse.
He's just at the squatting bar.
Oh no! Didn't he ram something up his butt?
Yeah, he put
Was there
like
an
the
enema tube?
IV,
the IV
up his
tube?
butt.
Man, it was just like, all right, Steve, you can do whatever you want. just Make it entertaining and stay away from my butt. Oh, you want me to stay away from your butt? All right, man. I'm gonna size you up, dude. You're definitely cruiserweight. All right. Your tone. I'm pretty flabby, but I'm taller than you. I'm 6 feet. Okay. A lot of people don't know that about me.
5'9".
I'm 6 feet with terrible posture. My standing height about 5'10", 5'9", something like that. 185. That's what my guess is. I'm gonna say you're 180. You're 180. You're 180 right now.
I'm in the 185, 190 range.
Both made it, man. High five. Look at my elbow, so it's a good high five.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I used to be 165.
My fighting
My
weight.
actual
Oh,
fighting
my.
weight, my jiu-jitsu weight.
165.
165.
Now, yeah. Well, I fought when I was 22 in my spry days. I fought in the streets, man.
The guy that like mugged you that one time when you
Yo.
were walking home
Chipped a tooth,
from
bro.
In Cahoots.
I've been there. All right, I've been out on the streets downtown Fullerton.
When you walked home
I've
like a
taken lemon
drunk
instead of
asshole.
Harbor. All right, I'll take lemon. I don't care that there's fewer lights. But at that time, 180. I weighed 180. So I think that's how God designed me to be. Not
So,
that it exists.
At your fighting weight
Kidding.
or at your weight right now, can you beat CM Punk?
I think so. Yes. After seeing that, yes. I mean, I got wait. At my weight now or my fighting weight?
At your weight now,
Yeah,
whatever
weight
makes
now,
you
yeah. I think
most
so.
comfortable.
I'm 30 pounds over him? What is he, 170? A little scrawny little twig, dude.
Yeah, but I don't know. I've seen what you can do, and he's
Yeah, I don't
actually
know.
been training.
That's true.
You don't know how to fight.
That's true. I mean, I guess I would probably get clobbered. He looked bad, but he just wasn't matched up properly, right?
They should have just let him fight somebody that didn't know what they were doing, or maybe like another wrestler.
Yeah.
Like, what if they had him fight
Someone
like
more like me.
Daniel Bryan or something?
No, that would have been a gimmick, dude. No one would have bought into it.
But a real fight,
Right. Well.
sanctioned by the Nevada State Athletic Commission.
It would be more entertaining. It would be better than what we saw. That was nothing. He got the shit kicked out of him. I would probably target his ear and then work the body, I guess. I would probably lose, if I'm going to be honest. I would probably lose. What about you? Do you think you could beat CM Punk?
Well,
You're about the same weight.
the guy
I
that
at least got 25
the guy
pounds
that kicked
on
his ass is a brown belt,
him. And you are?
and I'm a purple belt.
Nice.
That's just one under a brown belt.
Okay.
CM Punk's a white belt.
Speaking of purple belts, what do you think of the CWC title?
Oh, man.
I peeked there.
You peaked.
All right.
It looks like we just had an earthquake.
Again,
I
my penis's name is
I
the
peaked pretty bad
aftershock.
during those Vince McMahon moments. I like the title. I wish all of the belts would look like that
Oh, it's
instead of
beautiful.
this stupid fucking giant
Oh,
W.
it's great. It's simple. It's fresh. I loved it. And there wasn't like a huge ceremony for the unveiling. Like Triple H just kind of grabbed it out of a bag. It was like, oh yeah, and by the way, here's the belt.
Yeah.
And we're like, we're going to unveil the belt like they do on Raw for the stupid
and
goddamn
they put it in like that
heavyweight
red
title.
box.
Yeah, and it's still
on the
all right,
red
same
pillow.
belt, different color scheme, kind of. They put some red rubies around the two
Yeah.
W's.
And did all of the belts, like the women's belt at SmackDown, it's blue
Yeah,
and it's a W.
it's a WW. Let's
Yeah.
just showcase the brand, the logo, which by
Yeah.
the way doesn't have an E in it. All right,
It has an E if you turn it over clockwise.
then it's just an E.
Then it'll
What if
be
you
an-
keep going?
That'll
If
be
you
an
keep
M.
turning it, then it's an M.
And then it'll be a.
Are you gonna keep turning it? And then it's
then
a
it'll
3.
be a W again.
Oh, circle of life. How beautiful.
The circle of life.
So, what do you think of the semifinals? Into the finals. All right. You know what? Wait. You know what? That talk of that belt kind of got me thinking. What, Ryan? Okay. What are your top 5 favorite belts.
Ooh.
All time. Like, not even just WWF, WWE, just belts in
Oh.
general. You can go NWA, you can go ECW, you can go WCW, you can go NWO. Top 5.
Oh.
Can you do 5?
I
You
can
wanna-
do 5.
All right.
I can do 5. Number 5.
Number 5.
Number 5
Number
is
letter number 5.
the Smoking Skull belt.
The heavyweight championship that Steve Austin had.
Yes.
That's your number 5.
Yes.
All right. I mean, I guess it was cool.
My number 4,
Number 4.
the Hardcore Championship.
Yeah. All right. That was good.
Number 3, the Big Gold Belt.
The big gold belt. Now explain what that is to our listener.
The belt with the NWA WCW lineage.
Right. The belt that Ric Flair brought in to WWF in 1992.
Yes. And then took back.
Yes.
And then they took it back when they bought WCW.
Thanks.
And number 2 is the Intercontinental
Yep.
belt,
Circa.
circa the early 90s.
There you go.
With a white
What color? Yeah. What color strap?
strap.
White strap. Nice.
The number 1 belt is the Golden Eagle belt.
Oh, right.
The classic
It is a
WWF
golden
title.
eagle, isn't it?
It is.
You kind of lose sight of that. That it's an yeah, because the wings are just spread so wide.
Yes.
Great choice. Okay, yeah. What color strap on that one? Going traditional black.
Traditional black.
Traditional black. All right.
Or dark leather.
Contrasts the gold nicely. I'm gonna lead. Would you like to know my top 5?
No.
So we also watched a Nitro.
Okay, you could tell me.
Thanks, Ryan. You jerk. All right. Well, I'm gonna start with my number 1 because it is also. I like how you called it that. Is that how they call it, or did you just come
I
up?
think that's what most wrestling fans will refer
The
to
big
it as.
eagle or the gold eagle?
I think the Gold Eagle.
All right. Well, that's my number 1. The gold eagle belt. I'm gonna go with a purple strap, a la Sergeant Slaughter, at WrestleMania 7.
Oh, there's a lot of purple straps out there these days.
Oh, okay. Yeah, maybe the CWC belt reminded me of it. Dude, you need a Claritin? Oh, man. We're on location, by the way, everybody.
Yeah.
We're at my mom's house. I'm house sitting. The cats aren't here, but their dander is.
Yeah,
Oh,
and
man.
it's affecting me.
All right.
But I'm doing okay.
Number 3. Wait, am I on number 2? I'm going to go IC with a yellow strap. Ultimate Warrior had
Oh, I
WrestleMania
like the
6,
yellow.
The yellow strap.
When they unified the belts, it was yellow.
Yes, correct. I mean, look, I'm gonna go the tag team title. What is that? A giant bell, circa 80s, throughout the 90s, into the early 2000s, I think.
What do you think of the newer one?
I
that's
think
like
they're cool.
Copper.
Yeah, it's copper, and it's like a Roman Catholic, Roman Catholic motif. They're like a classic traditional wrestling. So it's kind of cool, I guess. But of course, I'm always partial to what I'm comfortable with, and that's when I watched as a kid. Anyway, number 4, I'm gonna go hardcore. Okay, because it is the big gold belt.
We both have
Or
the
not
same
big
number
gold belt.
4.
Oh, I could
Wow.
save it for my number 5. That belt means a lot to me because I had what would you call the belt before the Eagle, that Hulk Hogan had in WrestleMania 1, I believe. It was that belt.
It's like the belt with all the different
With the
countries
flags.
on it.
Yeah,
the
there's
flags.
flags on there. I had that belt as a toy, and it got busted, so I made it into my own hardcore strap. I put some tape on there. It's great. It's my number 4.
And you wrote hardcore on it?
Hell yeah. I tried to recreate it as best as I could. Number 5, the WCW Heavyweight Championship with the NWO spray paint.
Oh.
That's my number 5. That counts. Does
So
that
the
count?
original without the spray paint didn't make it in?
I don't know. I always thought the spray paint thing was so provocative and cool.
Oh, it's so edgy.
Yeah.
Edgy indeed. Well, CWC in the belt in the
So
belt.
edgy. What the hell's that supposed to mean? So edgy. What? I can't like a belt with spray paint on it, but you think I like to defile things every once in a while? All right. You don't think I want to act on my impulses and just spray paint shit? Of course I do. But you know what?
Certainly defile the listener's ears on a regular basis. Hi, listener.
That listener, Ryan, is me.
Hi, Mike.
Hey, what's up, buddy? How are you doing, future me? You know, I'm just it's pretty predictable, actually. I'm sitting on a couch between masturbating.
Mike, don't forget to wind your watch.
Man, is there something that, man, I wish future me could tell me something that I could be prepared. I got nothing for future me.
Give the princesses our love, dude.
All right.
I'm doing Bill and Ted references, bro.
Oh, so you live 5 miles outside San Dimas. Now all of a sudden you're doing the most random Bill and Ted reference. Why don't you
Because
say,
you're talking
I don't know,
back to
Noah's wife?
Because you're talking to your future self, which happens in both Bill and
No,
Ted's
that was George
movies.
Carlin. He was talking to George Carlin.
They go back and they meet themselves and they say like, Ted, don't forget to wind your watch.
Right.
Oh, thanks.
Okay.
Thanks,
of course
future
I
me.
remember.
And then in the second one, they're like, give the or no, that's the first one still. They're like,
Yeah,
give the
second one, there's no time
princesses our
travel.
love.
Yeah. Second one, they just
they
play
go
chess.
they die.
Yeah.
They go to hell.
Grim Reaper. It was basically a remake of The Seventh Seal.
It's a great movie.
Ingmar Bergman. Wonderful.
It's better than The Seventh Seal, in my opinion.
I agree. Seventh Seal is boring as shit.
Okay. Cruiserweight Classic. How long will it take for Vince McMahon to fuck up this wonderful division? Because they've had cruiserweights and light heavyweights in the past. It's never been as good as the Cruiserweight Classic.
No.
I wish this was wrestling. I wish
it is wrestling.
No, but I wish this is
professional wrestling brought to you by the WWE Network.
I wish this is what Raw was.
Oh yeah. Well,
just like this. I would watch it every week.
Apparently, these cruiserweights are invading Raw, so it kind of will have a segment.
Get to do some 5-minute matches every now and again. Yeah. Eventually, like TJ Perkins is gonna.
But don't
have some gimmick where he like shits himself.
No,
all the time.
Dude, TJ Perkins has got an incredible career ahead of him. And I think he knows what he's doing. He's going to be main event status. I guarantee it.
If Vince McMahon dies.
No, I don't think so.
Oh, yeah.
No, because he's capable of being himself in ring, which is some of the most breathtaking shit I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, but they're going to write shit for him when he gets to Raw immediately.
But he's smart enough.
Be able to be himself.
He's smart enough to do what he's told to do, I think, in the realm of what he wants to do. Like Steve Austin, he played ball. He wouldn't have been a star that he was if he wasn't doing exactly what Vince McMahon wanted him to do. But within, and also, don't you like to compartmentalize things? Like, I kind of want my CWC over here, and then I want my WWE over here, and I know what that product is. If the CWC bleeds into that, I don't know what I'm watching.
Yeah,
mainly because I don't want to watch WWE. Whereas, if it's compartmentalized into its own little thing, like NXT as well.
I kind of wish maybe we can just have one of Raw or SmackDown be the promotion that is good,
and that's
and
what
the
other
one will be traditional bad.
And that's what you were saying, and that's what you expected out of SmackDown. And now they're just going to they're all taken over, invading.
Although they did
Raw.
give AJ Styles the championship, which I do agree with.
There you go.
But he's got nobody to face because they've got no talent on that
Guarantee
side.
you, man. TJ Perkins is going to be the next CM Punk.
I don't think so.
All right. You heard it here first, future Mike.
We'll see. Well, I'm going to talk to you about this in a year.
Okay.
There's a time stamp on this.
Nice.
Well, what were your favorite matches throughout the tournament?
Kota Ibushi versus TJ Perkins.
That was your most favorite match of the whole entire tournament?
Yes.
Or just of the final?
No, match of the year. I think that was one of the best matches I've seen in a long time. I think that was the match of the year.
You know what? Maybe this is controversial.
Okay. Ooh.
I like the other match better.
Really? I wasn't really buying into Grand
Well,
Metalik all that much.
I think Grand Metalik is awesome.
I didn't
He's
think
got
Zack
like
Sabre Jr.
he
added.
does like a strong style lucha. His slaps.
Yes. I
I
don't
mean,
know.
did you see T.J. Perkins' chest?
Yeah.
How fucking welted up
that
it
doesn't really
was?
do it for me though. And you're telling me Ibushi doesn't have a strong style in him? But there was such grace.
I thought it was a good match, but I thought the 2 other Ibushi matches in the tournament.
This one
were
I had
better.
more of an emotional response to. Like I have a hard time articulating.
It had an awesome near fall at the end when Ibushi did the last ride.
Yeah.
And he's been winning every match with the last ride. So everybody was like, oh,
Expecting
that's it.
That was great.
And the kick out like legitimately shocked people, which I really do admire.
Oh, the crowd was bizarre. It was almost like the streak.
Work rate and storytelling. Okay, the Cedric Alexander Ibushi match, that had like an incredible fast-paced work rate, like nothing I've ever seen. And then it had the emotional payoff at the end where Triple H came out with Cedric Alexander, and he's like, yeah, we'll sign him. When they kept saying, please sign Cedric.
Right.
Then the other Ibushi match had Brian Kendrick at the beginning saying, like, if I don't win this match,
my God. Yeah,
I'm going to fucking kill myself.
This was another highlight for me. I love this match.
Yeah.
It was like an all or nothing moment.
Yeah, and he kept trying to get Ibushi counted out. He tried to like tie him up.
Yeah, into the guardrail. And then also you kind of got a little bit of a Roddy Piper Virgil kind of vibe, another story within the story, because you got Daniel Bryan going like rooting for him. Like, no, I want Bryan to win. He's my boy. I am definitely biased in this. And like the stakes for him, he's like, man, I need they want to win this. I need to win this. Like, it's over. I'm gonna die if I'm going to kill myself if I don't win. But it was.
So I think that's
what's
like,
missing. If I don't win this, my dream is over. The stakes for him. And then meanwhile, Bushi's just like, I want to win because, it's like, I really like wrestling. I expect to win.
Yeah.
No, that was beautiful.
Well, for me, that's what's missing in the Ibushi Perkins match. It's missing the emotional
what I liked
element.
so much about it, dude. Okay, I have a hard time articulating in ring, right? I mean, I don't know the names of the moves nearly as much as I used to anymore. And Bobby Heenan said it best. Watching a Japanese tag match where it's like, they got all these moves now. I mean, you're not even supposed to know the names of them.
Oh, he was so racist in that match.
But like,
I couldn't believe it.
That's a Nitro number 13. We'll get to that in segment number 2, right? Are we? Right? Did you watch Nitro? You did? I did too. That is so weird that we would both watch the same Nitro.
That you told me to watch.
Oh,
yes, I watched it.
Like, that's what was so powerful about this match. Like, I can discuss and dissect and analyze, like, classic matches like with Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens, because there's a story there, whereas in ring, each move is part of the story, and I follow both characters closely. These are just two guys that have no feud built up, and yet their in-ring chemistry and the storytelling in the ring was so beautiful. It was so smooth. I can't even put it into words. It was just such an emotional experience for me, where I was just locked in, completely enraptured.
Were your
that's
pants
the match
on or off?
Ryan, I didn't even think about touching myself.
What?
I wasn't even aware that I had a penis. That's completely, entirely enraptured by this match, man.
Wow, then it must have been really good.
And Perkins got some cool kicks, man. He's got those rad-ass Jordans.
Oh, you meant his shoes? I thought you meant like his actual kicks that he does.
Oh, yeah, kick. Well, dude, Ibushi's got the kicks. And when he did, like, he gave
those
12
those crazy
rapid,
body kicks.
12
yeah.
rapid
session. They had Perkins checking the kicks too, which is like an MMA thing that you'd never see in wrestling.
He did it like 3 times.
Yeah.
And Ronaldo's like, he's checking the kicks.
No.
Mamma mia! The clock has struck midnight for the Cruiserweight Cinderella.
Did you hear
Perkins securing the knee bar.
Did you hear
He's
him?
the best.
He made like a reference to one of the models like falling down at the Kanye West fashion show.
I did. Some of his go on a little long.
Well, okay. I like the Sabre Metalik match. I just think like Zack Sabre, he's a great grappler, just a goofy looking motherfucker. But it was such a strange style.
Like a
it
jar
had-
of peanut butter that's been left out of the fridge for 24 hours, he has become a bit tepid.
I just I like the clash of styles of that match. So of the whole night, that was my favorite.
Really?
Yeah.
Man, I don't know. I didn't like the finish. Like, I believe it was, okay, Grand Metalik dives in for his finisher, I think. He does a
Metalik
springboard,
driver.
and yes, thank you. He does a springboard, and it's going to be into a Metalik driver. He totally leads with his shoulder for the reversal, and I don't know. That's all I got.
Well, anyway,
Cut that shit, dude.
That
was terrible. I went completely brain dead in mid thought. I don't even know if that was the right match.
Hey Tripsel, I think you were talking about the finals.
No, it
versus
wasn't.
TJ
No, because that wouldn't make sense.
'Cause it
I
got
just caught
reversed.
myself.
He tried to do the driver from the top, and it got reversed into the knee bar for the finish.
Because I just realized that would make no sense because the Metal League driver is his move, and if he's leading with his shoulder, then that would be him reversing his own move. So I don't know if he was wrestling his future Grand Metal League. But
well, what did you notice how they botched that post-match promo with
not as
Metalik?
poorly as I just botched this conversation.
About
really
the same level. Did you notice that? They brought out a translator.
Oh,
to
that
do
was
his
terrible.
Promo, but they never let the translator translate.
No, they let. Yes.
She translated the question.
And
then he would say something in Spanish, and then they'd ask the
no,
next question.
The interviewer blew
That's
it.
not how it works.
She must have been really nervous.
Yeah.
She blew it. Like,
Yeah.
she did not do her job because she asked a question. The translator, just gorgeous.
Yeah.
They probably paid that translator a lot of money as well. This is on
Oh,
camera
yeah.
here. She was stunning. And then she was about to talk, and then she would go on to her next question. She should get fired for that. It's fucking terrible. Had you seen her before? They're like, they keep trying
No.
out these new
Yeah,
announcers that I've never
I
seen
just
before.
want some old guy.
Yeah.
I just want an old creepy guy.
British?
An old creepy guy.
Kind of British?
No,
like a
like
Lord Alfred
someone,
Hayes?
someone like Mean Gene.
Yeah. Man, he got super creepy at times. I'd love to see you in that hat and nothing else.
So the finals, I kind of feel like Triple H always has to just insert himself into everything. What the hell was that? They have both of them come out.
It's bullshit.
It looks
and it's
like
also,
the music or the match is going to start.
he interrupted.
Then his music hits. It's like, why
No.
didn't he just introduce both of them?
It's bullshit.
That's what,
Exactly.
yeah.
Because he wants to steal
Yeah,
the show
he
as
stole
much
the
as he
show.
can. Now allow me to interrupt this match and tell you what you all already know. That they're going to compete on Raw, and there's going to be a cruiserweight division. Yeah, no shit. But he did unveil the belt. I kind of like how he did it, too. It was just in like a bag, and he just like, here's the belt. It wasn't like on display or anything like that, like they do in the WWE.
Okay, so Metalik did that Huracan Rana in the finals, which I thought was one of the best moves of the entire tournament.
The Hurricane Rana onto the floor.
He jumped over the top rope. TJ Perkin was on the apron. He Hurricane Rana'd him off of the apron. But I mean, that's crazy. I've never seen somebody just jump over the top rope like that and get the Hurricane Rana. That was incredible.
It was incredible. Right. I feel
And
like
then-
we've seen it before. I don't know.
I've never seen that.
Really? Well, then that means no one has.
Um,
there were some weak side headlock takeovers in this, and that's Malik's fault. He wasn't hopping over.
I want to see you do
This
do
TJ Perkins, man, his submissions are so innovative. He's a dancer. That's like Magic Mike XXL in there.
Oh yeah,
He's not
maybe
doing
he'll
his.
be in the third one.
He's not doing his dabba. What are all the football boys doing these days?
dab?
They're doing the dab. He didn't do that at all in the semifinals and finals. I think he's becoming more mature. But he's like a fucking dancer, man. I mean, he could have when I was watching this match, he could have been wrestling anyone. I wasn't interested in Grand Metalik at all. He could have been in there with Sean Waltman, I guess. Or Bastion Booger.
That's ridiculous.
All right.
That's ridiculous. You're obviously.
I did like Malik springboard into a Macho Man elbow. That was pretty cool.
You're obviously in love with this man.
No, I'm not in love with this man. I've never met him. Why did he talk about me?
Yeah, he did. Did you notice that at
Oh, yeah,
one
you're right.
point
It was this.
Metalik did a suicide dive and TJ Perkins didn't catch him?
Yes,
And
he
he
hit.
just landed flat
Exactly.
on
He didn't
his
catch him at
back.
all. He barely grazed his hand.
Yeah.
He took
He
the
did
whole
a
fall.
complete flip to the outside and landed right on his back. I mean, if I was Metalik, I would beat the shit out of
He
TJ
got right up.
Perkins
That's
after
That's
that
one
in
thing.
the back.
Yeah, dude. Hey, look, I'm just being the devil's advocate here. The guy's incredible, right? He's incredible, and he just hopped right up. Can you imagine just doing that? You can't. How do you practice for that? Like, now I'm gonna flip on the floor, just
Yeah.
right on my back,
right on my
right
back.
on my back.
Oh god.
That would be so goddamn. I wouldn't get up from that. I'd be like, oh.
What'd you think of TJ's promo?
Loved it. I loved it,
It
man.
reminded me of Rocky.
Really? Yeah.
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 He had the
Absolutely.
key.
Something for the poor
He used
man to
to-
cheer for.
He used to live on the streets, and he had like the key of like the place he was evicted from, and he was like carrying it around with him. He's like, I don't need it anymore.
Dude, I was reminded of Dusty Rhodes. He's got something for the everyman to
Yeah.
root for. Like, he's got the struggle.
So then he's gonna like be paired up with.
I think MMA and WWE fans alike are gonna like this guy.
He's gonna.
All
be
of Full Sail is on their feet while Grand Metalik and Perkins struggle to get to theirs.
They're gonna bring back Vicky Guerrero, and he's gonna like have a foot fetish for her and like lick her toes or something. That's what he has to look forward to.
Who's the demographic? Me? That sounds awesome. Are you kidding me? You wouldn't watch that shit?
That's what TJ Perkins dreamed of, and that's why he has that key.
Okay, so will this be an annual tournament?
I believe so.
Man.
They're starting the Dusty Rhodes Classic again.
Nice.
It's
Okay,
starting like
cool.
next week.
I love tournaments so
Me
much.
too.
And you know what they do? They utilize the time limit very nicely.
Uh-huh.
It's like you're conscious of it, you're reminded of it, and it increases in increments each round. You know, like there's something special about a first round 15-minute time limit. And they let everyone know. And remember, they only got 15 minutes and then semifinals. Remember, it's only a half hour, you know, and then you just open it up.
I really like the
main
pre-match
Finals.
little intros they do too. Like it gives you an insight into the wrestlers.
Yeah.
And it was natural.
Absolutely.
I like that.
Organic. I like that they brought in who did they bring in? Not Lord Alfred's Hage.
William Regal?
Thanks. You know what? Forget it. It's been a long day. I've been watering orchids all day. All right, give me a break.
Your orchids are
They
bunch
brought
of
in
pussies.
Oh, don't say that. They brought in William Regal, and he explained the chore of finding these people from all over the world.
Must have been hard flying first class to talk to some wrestler.
Yeah.
Well, for some reason, you made me watch Nitro episode 13.
I thought it was pretty good.
Why did you pick that?
Because it was only 42 minutes. That's all.
That's the one thing I really liked about it.
Yep.
Oh, this is less than an hour?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I mean, what more do you look? It was fine.
I wouldn't say I really liked anything.
I just kind of played a little roulette, and I landed on this, and I watched it. End of story.
Okay, so this picks up right after World War III, and Hulk and Macho Man are having some tensions over
And World
what
War
happened
III,
in the
the
World
finish
War
was
III.
marred in controversy.
Yeah.
And they're not clear. They don't make it clear what happened on this episode of Nitro.
Yeah, I didn't.
I had to go back and watch World
They
War
were going to
III.
be like, "Let's watch the tape, brother."
Yeah, and
and
then
the
it went
tape
to
didn't
static.
work. Yeah.
Yeah, and then it's like, oh, well, the encore presentation is going to be tomorrow.
And they were plugging the shit out of
Plugging
the
the shit out of
encore
it.
presentation.
And I watched it just to finish. I forgot about it. I mean, I didn't forget about it, but that's the one with the 3 rings, and
Yeah,
there's
60
3
men.
20-man battle royals going on at once.
Yeah.
It's like insane. And then what happened? Like they all go to one ring and have like a triple threat or something like that.
No, it's like the Royal Rumble. It's just with 3 rings
It's pretty stupid.
and 60 men.
How can we get away with filling less people into the stadium? We only sold 8,000. Well, let's put 2 more rings in.
Yeah,
Move it back a
exactly.
little bit. But
Mongo McMichael was on commentary, and during the intro, he was talking about the tension, and he's like, "These guys are gonna eat some raw meat." What the hell does that mean?
I forgot how bad.
And he said that's why he has animal print on today.
Dude,
Him and his little dog.
why didn't Bobby Heenan just attack him constantly? He could have. He was probably fighting the urge, resisting the urge. I knew he was bad on commentary, Ryan. I forgot how bad he was. He was calling like people's names wrong. He said the Dungeon of the Doom a couple times. Like, and because I think that's what he thought it was really called.
He's better than JBL. I'd rather have
I disagree.
Mongo than JBL.
So, are we really gonna go match by match?
I don't know what else to do.
Analyze Nitro number 13 from November 27th, 1995, from the Shenandoah Valley in Salem, Virginia. Our commentators are Face, Eric Bischoff.
Okay. We don't have to go this
Mongoloid.
We don't have
McMichael with his little rat chihuahua. I fucking hate chihuahuas, by the way.
Me too.
I want them all to be killed. All of them.
My least favorite breed of dog.
I don't even find them cute.
Me neither. They're annoying. They think they're all tough.
One of my neighbors just lets it walk free and just roam the earth. It's like,
mine
cage this fucking rat.
Yeah, they're pieces
of
shit.
Gets
they
out,
try to like run after you
and at my heels.
Yeah, and it's like I kind of want to kick this thing.
Anyway, so
sometimes I wish like my dog would kill a chihuahua, and I wouldn't care.
Yeah, good work, buddy. Tonight, we dig a grave. Buddy, we're going to dig ourselves a grave.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be sweet. I hope you call me over. I would bring drinks. Why was Bobby Heenan holding a small miniature Japanese flag?
Because it's the Japanese invasion.
That was going on currently?
They had that Japanese women's match, and then they said on Saturday night's main event, there was going to be like a Japanese guy, wrestler.
So Bobby Heenan bringing to the table a little flag that he was kind of waving.
And it's his excuse to say horribly racist things against the Japanese people.
He was going like, no, that's what the Orientals do.
Yeah.
He was saying that kind of shit. We have a segment where the dark side of Hulk Hogan is over. He was donning
fire.
Yeah, he throws it in a trash can fire. It erupts, engulfs in flames. He was wearing a black bandana, black tank top. He rips it off.
Back to the red and yellow.
He's happy. Back with his bros. He's with Sting. He's with Macho Man.
Yeah, and he was like,
and he's like, I'm never wearing
Sting
this.
Sting will always be my friend. There's a lot of foreshadowing here.
Mm-hmm.
There's no way they had the idea for what they were going to do this far in advance, though.
I highly doubt it. But they were already leading into it. I mean, because we got Hulk Hogan wearing black, and they just weren't ready for it.
Yeah, and he's saying, "Oh, Sting's my friend. I'll never turn my back on Sting."
What was the intention, though? When he was this darker side of Hulk Hogan, what was different? Because he was already, he was always cheating. Like, Hulk Hogan is a heel. Just people cheered for him. He was an animal out there. He would cheat. In this Nitro, he gouges someone's eyes out.
Yeah. He uses a chair.
Well, like, it was Hugh Morris he was wrestling right in front of the ref, and the ref just lets him get away with it, and everyone cheers. What the hell kind of a message was this for our children? So
I think
he
had to embrace his dark side to beat the Dungeon of Doom.
Oh, so the intent wasn't to get the crowd to turn against him. I see.
He just had to like find a different side of himself.
I highly doubt the NWO had been thought out a year in advance, which is when this was. I think he ripped off the black. Is like, and I'm never wearing that again. That's over. I think that was their intent.
First match: Johnny B. Bad versus Diamond Dallas Page. Johnny B. Bad was with the Diamond Doll, Kimberly.
Damn. She is so hot. My favorite part of the 40-year-old virgin, I think.
So you wanted to talk about the use of the foreign object here.
DDP gives Kimberly a bouquet of roses, and she notices during the match with Mark Marrow, there's a chain inside. And she slowly pulls it out. And we're like, well, what is this? What do I do with this? Very animated. And EDP's just like,
Throw it to me. I'm going to clobber Johnny BB in here.
that wasn't very good.
Hey, bro, throw it to me. Kimberly, throw it. I concealed it. So throw it over here.
So she does, throws like a girl, goes in between his legs. Mark Merrow gets it and clobbers him. Was that intentional, do you think? Or was she just standing by her new man, Johnny B. Bad?
It was intentional because you could tell she was like, "Oh, I meant to do that, Johnny."
Yeah, no.
That was pretty shitty.
No, it was unintentional.
Oh
she
yeah,
meant to throw
intended to throw it to Paige.
Kimberly, bro, give me the chain. I still love you, bro.
Yeah, that was pretty shitty. All in all.
Okay.
You did say it was a great use of foreign object, but
I don't know.
this angle just seems pretty bad.
Dude, all right. I got to come clean here. All right. When I was watching this the first time, I may have had an O'Doul's. All right. So I was in a pretty good mood. It's a pretty good mood.
Oh, you and
Watching
your
this
O'Doul's.
fucking pile of shit back, I was like, what the hell was I thinking?
Yeah, I just went with it.
I gave you an out. I gave you an out. I said, you know what? We could watch that one where Kevin Nash just kind of pokes Hulk Hogan for the title, and it's at the Georgia Dome in front of 50,000 people. There's a match with Bill Goldberg, and he doesn't show up.
I just figured there was something in this that you really liked. You never actually admitted that this was bad.
Maybe we'll get to it.
Okay. Moving on. We got Mean Gene interviewing Kevin Sullivan and Jimmy Hart.
Now, this was the highlight for me.
And then he's like, "What is Luger doing running around with Sting?"
Mhm.
All Luger had to do was keep holding his hold for 10 more seconds.
Sting has become an arbitrator at this period in WCW history. He starts whispering into people's ears, and they relinquish whatever they're doing at the time, whether it's a pin, whether it's a hold, whether they're about to attack something. Just like that Just video by Radiohead. Is that the song? You do it to yourself. Where the guy whispers, and then everyone just starts lying on the floor. Spoiler alert. Sting's got this secret.
Well, Sting is a majestic figure.
Whatever it is, it gets
that
people to
carries
stop.
birds and-
Like, okay, whatever he says. Even Hulk Hogan later on in the main event was going on a rampage on Paul White. Sting whispers something in his ear, and he stops. What did Sting whisper?
Do you know what I've realized watching this? Throughout the history of WCW, the main angle was always, can this man be trusted? I've seen so many, I've rewatched so many different Nitros now, and the thing that's always happening is, can we really trust this guy?
That's so silly to put that on the nose, because even as like an 11-year-old, I knew, like, dude, you can't trust anybody in this world. It was like, yeah, I like the guy. Steve Austin's great, but I don't fucking trust him as far as I could spit.
How many different times have passed where they weren't sure that they could trust Lex Luger?
I forgot this entire angle of Lex Luger. Like, he was with Jimmy Hart. Was he just a flat-out heel at this point?
We don't know. We don't know if we could trust him.
Was that a coincidence? I think he's a good guy. He just fell into some
There was
misfortune.
a time where they weren't sure they could trust Sting.
Yeah.
And there was
I think
times
Lex
where they
Luger's just
weren't sure they could
misunderstood.
trust the Giant.
Okay.
There've been Mr. Perfect
So
when he joined the Four Horsemen. Can we
know.
trust Mr. Perfect?
Okay, he's a great guy, right? He's cool to be around, right? He looks good with us, okay? But can we trust him? What do you think? You know, I like the guy. I just don't know if I can trust him. Okay, cool. Mongo, how about you?
I trust him.
You trust him? Shut up. Your opinion does not matter in this group. I cannot believe you got the invite. Ultimately, it's Ric Flair's decision, though. And he trusted Mr. Perfect, even though Mr.
He
Perfect
got
turned
his
on
head-
him.
He got his head smashed.
Yep.
In a fence.
Idiot.
So the
I think you shouldn't trust
Japanese invasion happens. We have Cutie Suzuki and Mayumi Osaki versus Bull Nakano and Akira Hakuto.
I totally forgot that Bull Nakano jumped ship. Akira Hakuto was fantastic.
She was
I felt
the best
like there was
worker
one
here.
wrestler with a big girl that knows how to wrestle and knows how to perform, matched with two women off the street that have never wrestled before in their life.
Yeah.
Like, like they could have seriously injured these two poor girls. Like they were not wrestlers. They were
Yeah.
not trained, and it was fucking bloodbath.
Bobby the Brain
Given some gnarly
Heenan
power-
about Hakuto said, "I think she's kind of attractive in a kind of Oriental way."
Yeah, that's funny. I wrote that quote too. It says right here, Bobby Heenan. I think
And then
he's
at one
kinda-
point he said, "Oh,
In an
she gave her the
Oriental way."
Oriental Heimlich."
It's not okay, Bobby. All right? It's 1995. Actually, you know what? I remember in 95, Oriental was going around quite a bit. Like,
I remember at a certain point people started saying
ornamental.
Oriental is a rug,
Right,
not a person.
right. And that's when it stopped.
Yeah.
And that was right around 96, maybe earlier. It was one day.
Yeah.
That happened in my junior high, too. It was global, dude. Just like
The
Pogs.
Orient
And the yo-yo.
Express.
Yeah. That way it's fine, though. I don't. There is an Orient Express.
There
Yeah.
is.
That's some of my favorite entrance music right there, the Orient Express.
This match was probably the best match of the show.
Man, Hakuto, pretty great high flyer. She
That
slams that poor
brainbuster.
girl into a neck breaker,
Brainbuster.
brainbuster for the finish.
Yeah,
Could have broke her neck.
that was awesome. That was the best thing I saw.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. I mean, I guess
And then you got Hugh Morris versus Hulk Hogan. This
red and yellow
match
is finally back.
Sucked. It was horrible.
Yeah, and we just
Hulk Hogan's such a dick.
all the commentators
And
do.
I can't look at him when he doesn't have facial hair. He looks
It's weird.
so weird.
It's like you ever like in Little League where that coach or like the dad coach like shaves his mustache.
And then it's like,
what? The fuck?
This
dude?
isn't my fucking coach.
Don't ever do that again.
Yeah.
And then they usually grow it back.
Yeah,
That's better.
Like, someone kicked their ass,
Especially or like a beard, you know? Just
Yeah.
the beard's gone. Like what the hell's the matter? No.
Yeah.
You have a beard.
You grow that
sir.
shit back.
Yeah, it's
It's offensive.
that's weird looking. It's
What do you think of his WCW music?
oh,
It's such a
so bizarre. It's such
cheap
aping. Yeah,
knockoff.
it's a completely aping the original.
It's like he's got red, white, and blue pumping through his veins.
do dee da da do da do do. I like it that much 'cause it's in my vein. I just rhyme veins with vein. Shit, that's terrible. That's like Limp Bizkit status.
Yeah.
He's going outside and he's gonna barbecue. He knows how to cook red meat and it's true. He's the Hulkster. Hulkster.
He's American man.
I don't actually. I can't.
American man.
That was the first time I heard the song in a long time, and I completely forgot it. Like it didn't even ring a bell.
There's one thing that Mongo said that I took down. He was like, "There's more personalities in that Dungeon of Doom than Mike Ditka's got."
Yeah, that was great. Yeah, they were going crazy on the Bears. Were they just having a terrible year? I know he used to be a Bear, but
Well,
like
yeah, he's a bear.
every
So they're
reference
just like,
was like,
why don't you just talk about the Bears?
well, he really fell down just like the Bears defense right there.
Yeah.
That was like a common thread. That was great. And then once again, you got Bobby
Cheating
Heenan.
Hulk Hogan.
And Bobby Heenan is just alluding to the fact that
Yeah.
this guy, something
can't-
bad
yeah.
is going to happen.
Everybody's always like, "Can we trust Lex Luger? Can we trust Sting? Can we?" But nobody's
It's only
ever
Bobby Heenan, and
saying,
it's to the
"Can we trust Hulk Hogan?"
it's to the point where it's like, won't you people listen
Yeah.
to me?
He's
this
like
guy,
in the Twilight
this guy is a
Zone.
sociopath.
Nobody sees it but him.
He raked Hugh Morris's eyes in front of the referee. Referee didn't bat an eye. He just
Yeah.
gets away with this shit.
Bobby Heenan is like Frank Grimes from The Simpsons.
Absolutely.
Where he's like, "Can't you see Homer's an idiot?"
Oh no,
No, it's
come
just
on. Now he
Homer.
rips his t-shirt, you know. It's about the vitamins. The kids love him. He's fine. But he's like he said he had a black heart and all he cares about is himself. I'm
Yeah.
quoting Bobby Heenan.
He's a wise man.
Absolutely. He knew that there was going to be a huge heel turn, and he was saying this in WWF.
Yeah. And
Because he was a
you know
goddamn
what I
cheat
really
then,
hate
too.
about Hulk Hogan is like you got an up and coming Hugh Morris.
Yeah.
He does his moonsault
Total hit parade.
off the top.
Yeah.
no sells the
No sells
fucking
the whole thing,
moonsault.
and the finish is
A moonsault from a 300-pound guy, and you're fucking no selling that shit.
so
That's
cares so little about
horrible. It's like you
the-
could have had a good match.
the performance,
Yeah.
and just focuses all on his character.
Yeah.
That he can't even do a variation of his finish. It's literally he only has enough room in his stupid fucking bleached brain to have the same exact finish.
Yeah.
Step by step.
It's
pathetic.
He's just a pathetic joke
fucking
of a wrestler.
loser.
He sucks.
I hate that man.
Me too.
I don't hate many people. Really. I
Yeah.
don't. I hate Hulk
It
Hogan.
took me a long time to figure out that I hate him.
I was never a Hulk Hogan guy. I didn't hate him as a kid. I liked him.
I didn't hate him.
I
mean,
didn't-
I
was
loved
always a
Bret
Bret Hart guy.
better, but I couldn't say that I didn't like Hulk Hogan
Totally.
because he was the man.
And I mentioned this before at WrestleMania 9 in Caesar's Palace in 1993 with my mother. I cheered that surprise finish where he defeats Yokozuna in an unsanctioned fucking belt. Way to go, Mr. Fuji. May he rest in peace. But that's bad representation right there.
Yeah.
Unsanctioned match with the guy that can't even speak English because he's from Samoa by way of Japan. Lord knows what language that is, right? But I popped. I was like, hell yeah, better than Yokozuna, I guess. So I did like the guy, but I knew there was something off. I didn't really like to cheer for him. Like, really, he was never going to be my guy. Not even
I had
close.
a Hulk Hogan T-shirt, but I was rooting for Ultimate Warrior in that match.
Me too. Me
Yeah.
too. Absolutely. I would emulate Hulk Hogan. I would buy Ralph's grocery bags. Didn't have to be Ralph's. Could be Target. Put it over upside down, right, and then rip it as if it's a tank top.
I used to try to rip my T-shirts.
Yeah,
and
me
I'm
too.
Like, man, this is hard.
Well, you have to get it started.
Yeah,
Gotta do-
well, I
but
didn't
yeah.
know that at the time.
Any hole, as soon as I got a hole in these days, all right, when there's a hole in my sock, I'm stoked because then I just jerk off into it and throw it away. But back then, when there was a hole in it, in my shirt, in the pitters or whatever, if there's a hole in my shirt now, I just keep my arms down.
How did this whole jerking off into a sock thing start?
But I'm saying, a little
Who's-
hole in my shirt, I was pretty pumped because then I would just
Yes.
kind of lead with a little scissor, just a little gash in the
Then
top
you would
as a
rip it.
starter, and then rip it.
But as an aside,
Yeah.
who did that first?
I don't know.
Why do people do that? You really
Um,
do that?
No, not frequently, no.
You've done it before?
Yes.
Like when I saw American Pie, I was like, "What?"
Well, he was
And then there's other people that say
No, he
like
was
they-
actually jerking off into nice socks, though. Those were tube socks.
yeah.
They look like socks that were brand new.
But
I mean, that's
like,
wasting socks.
Is that what people do?
I don't know. There was one thing I wouldn't do, and that's masturbate into a sock and then just put it in the wash with my whites.
Yeah.
Would it be a mediums at that point? But
Got
no,
your
like
sperm swimming around the
I mean,
water
it's handy.
with all of your like
Oh god,
families
it's forever.
other whites.
Yeah, oh,
Your
God.
jizz is just getting all over your mom's
Mike,
bra.
I'm washing the linens. Do you have any whites? Yeah,
Oh.
I could throw a couple of me in there.
Oh God,
It's awful.
so disgusting.
But like, what? Yeah, what was the intention there of American Pie? Was that to just?
I thought it was just to cover his dick, but then I really just realized like, oh, I guess people jack off
It's
into their
not-
socks.
That's silly. It's not practical at all. I mean, a little tissue is fine, or a Dixie cup. Moving on,
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Andy. Disposable.
You got to try to aim into it though.
Sometimes I'll just go hand, dude. You know, it's
Yeah.
a little wild.
I had an adjoining sink to my bathroom, to my bedroom. I had a
Just go in.
bathroom.
Yeah.
Just go
You know,
rinse
though,
it off.
I kind of like to lie down.
That's true.
I like to lie down. I like it to go up and on.
Ah.
You know, standing kind of takes a little of the fun out of it.
I just watched that movie Pop Star.
I hear it's pretty good.
It's pretty good. And there's like a part where Andy Samberg's like he really like made his name by just like sharing everything on social media. So like he's always like saying what he's doing.
You mean like Sun Kill Moon?
No, what? Sun
He
Kill Moon
shares everything. He's the most
I'm talking about social media, you fucking idiot.
fine. Okay, fine. So you mean like Sun Kill Moon's lyrics?
No, I'm saying like he's on Snapchat saying like, "Hey, I'm taking a shit right now. Hey, I'm doing this right now."
Oh, what Sun Kill Moon song is that? Sounds like every single fucking Sun Kill Moon song.
Oh,
Is that Red Door
God.
Painter? Red House Painter.
Oh God.
All right, go.
You I don't know anybody that can shit on a point worse than you. You just derail me.
I'm sorry.
You
Well,
derail
maybe
me.
it just wasn't a good point. I don't know.
I was just trying to tell you about this part in the movie.
I don't want to hear you talk about a part in a fucking Andy Samberg movie, you asshole. All right, go.
Oh,
This better be good.
God. Oh,
Come on.
God.
Don't be like that.
Oh, I'm.
It's all right. Sorry, man.
It had to do with masturbation, but whatever.
So it tied in. Just go. I'll shut up. I'll shut up. Go, please, please.
So the next
No.
segment
We're not moving on. We're not moving on.
No,
Go.
I'm moving on.
Nope.
You ruined it.
Nope.
You ruined it.
No, I'm not talking until you tell that scene. Talk about it.
I'm not talking until I get to chop you right now.
No, well, this is a protest. This is a silent protest. As
I'm gonna
literal
chop.
as it gets.
I'm gonna get up and chop you.
No, don't. Why don't you just finish the
I'm gonna-
goddamn
I'm gonna
podcast
get
yourself? Don't do it. No, I'm not allowing this. This is unsanctioned. No! God! No! Stop! Ryan, stop it! God, get out of here. That's insane. You're at my mother's house.
So anyway, if anybody's ever seen Pop Star, pretty good. There's a part where Andy Samberg's like, I just jacked it right now. Feeling pretty mellow. I guess I'll go check on Mike. Mike, I'm sorry.
What?
I'm sorry I lost my temper.
That's fine. You know what? I woke up on the wrong side of the bed this morning. And I was at this drive-thru at Burger King, and the goddamn lady took so long. She was so slow. I think it was everyone's first day. I ended up yelling at the goddamn drive-thru window. They shouldn't be doing that.
Man, what an entitled
like,
Villa
I was
Park
like,
piece of shit you are.
well, this was in Anaheim. I was visiting my sister en route.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
And like I was like, I'll have the bacon breakfast super duper. And they're like, okay, where is that? Like she was looking for it on her computer. I shouldn't be a jerk like this. She's probably trying her hardest.
She's spitting your super duper breakfast.
Well, I yelled later, but I was like, I want the giant picture I'm looking at right now. I'm ordering what you want me to order. You can't find it on your goddamn button, on your machine button.
It's her first day.
And then,
Mike, she killed herself. I just saw in the news.
no way.
Burger King
Burger King
girl
girl.
kills herself after Harry Man
And then
yells.
she hands me the food. It was way too heavy. I was like, that's not right, but it seems like I came out on top on this one. And forgot the drinks. I was like, you forgot both of my drinks because I like to get coffee and orange juice. All right. Now I get the coffee. Do you think there's cream and sugar in there like I asked?
No.
So anyway, that just really aggravated me. And now I'm spritzing these goddamn orchids that are just the most delicate, ethereal gifts from God.
So all of this is better
little
than my
upset.
Andy Samberg story?
I don't know. I didn't hear it.
So,
Only future
let's
Mike will be.
There's two
the
more
judge of that.
segments in this Nitro.
Okay.
You got Macho coming out, the new champ, and Hogan tries to show him the footage of what happened, but it cuts out.
Listen, friend.
So now it's like, can we trust Macho Man?
I personally, I don't know if I can trust him. Right?
Did he doctor this footage?
You know what? Can you have that argument when you're already a heel? That's only something you could say to faces, right? Can you say you don't trust a heel?
Yeah,
Because
well,
by nature, you're doing what
yeah.
you want.
We know we can't trust them.
But they're honest.
They are.
A heel is brutally
Well,
honest.
They could be dastardly in other ways.
Yeah, I guess it's more dastardly if you're already if you're approaching, propositioning a heel and say, "Hey,
Yeah.
you want to help me out, man?" And they're like, "Yeah, I'll help you."
So
that's dastardly.
the Giant comes
Definitely
out.
don't trust him.
Comes out and beats everybody up.
You think
And
Paul
then-
White is a good man?
He seems like a nice guy.
Seems like a
He
wholesome,
seems
friendly.
pretty funny.
He'd be like a really good uncle.
Good sense of humor.
Like if you had him at a football party on a Sunday morning into the afternoon, he'd probably be telling great stories, probably super friendly, and
Great
engaging.
impressions.
He would probably do whatever you asked of him and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never. It's separating the person from the persona and the character. It's a pretty big jump there because I'm not a Giant fan at all. I think all of his matches are kind of shit. Sorry
I've
to
never
say that.
seen a
good
Paul
White
White match that I've enjoyed.
But like as a human being, as an interview when he's on SNL, seems like
I guess
hey,
I
like
enjoyed
this
the
guy.
Floyd Mayweather match.
I did too.
Yeah.
Yes, we talked about that
Mhm.
in an earlier WrestleMania themed podcast.
So main event.
Subscribe on iTunes.
Oh, you get Hogan running wild with his chair.
The retro back episodes are now free, everybody. So
Main event: Sting and Luger versus Arn, Brian Pillman. What a great main event.
Mm-hmm. It was wonderful.
Flair comes down right at the pinfall. I
Yeah.
was like, why is this a disqualification? He didn't get into the ring yet. I had to rewind it, and I'm like, oh, Sting won with like a schoolboy or something.
There was a DQ?
I thought it was a DQ because I
did
didn't
too.
see the pinfall.
Huh.
There was a pinfall because I'm like, how is this a DQ? Flair didn't get in the ring yet.
I don't know. Dude, there's no way I was like focused on this match. I saw the Scorpion Deathlock. I was pretty pumped with
There was like
Sting's
there was a
gear.
schoolboy.
Was
Yeah.
it schoolboy?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It was
Okay.
a shit finish. Hogan came down.
There's a couple
to
spots
save
where we
them,
don't know if we can trust Luger. Like he
and
throws
Hogan
Pillman off the
almost
top.
beat up Luger.
Yes.
Hogan almost beat up Luger. He's like, I didn't trust him, brother.
I didn't trust him. I didn't know if I could trust him, dude.
Yeah.
And then Sting
And then
whispers
Sting's
into him,
like-
and he's that's
he-
what he's
he-
whispering. He's
He
whispering.
was like, trust him. Trust him.
We need help.
I'll suck your pee.
Trust me. I will suck your dick. That's not
And I was
Dude,
hoping
Sting
it was
awesome.
I was hoping it was over here, but then it cut back to the desk
Yeah.
for plugs.
Plugs. They're plugging the Great American Bash or whatever's next. I don't remember.
I think it was Starcade.
Starcade. Yeah, correct.
And that's it.
Big news on Sting was pretty awesome at this time. His gear was great.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh,
He was
which
okay.
leads me to a question, Ryan.
What?
Can I ask you a question?
Yes.
Kind of ties into Sting.
Okay.
Seth Rollins
Yes.
ended his career.
Yes.
Question to you: is Seth Rollins dangerous?
Yes.
Okay. Should he be fired? Should he not
No.
be? I mean, is he just going to keep laying people out, breaking necks? He's going to kill somebody.
I don't think he should be fired, but he does have a bad track record.
This is liability here, man. I mean, they're just piling up. The shit he did with John Cena was crazy. He just like everything Bret Hart said about this guy is coming to
It's- yeah, it's
fruition.
true.
He's absolutely right.
Yeah.
At the time, I was like, "Oh, come on, Bret, you're just being a hard ass."
No, yeah.
Look at this.
He's hurting
He's
people.
ending careers.
Yeah, Finn
Poor
Balor,
Finn Balor?
is out for a year.
I think he's a huge liability.
It wasn't
as much
like
as I
just
love
his
him.
shoulder. He like tore his pec.
Yeah.
He like almost broke his neck,
And if you're
and he still finished the match.
what's you can't really train away from this. I mean, maybe you can. I don't know.
There's
These
just
are
certain
professionals.
moves.
But like you become so it's such instinct in the ring that this is what he knows. You can't untrain the way he's been trained to fight at this
Well,
age.
he
he's gonna
shouldn't do
continue-
his buckle bombs anymore.
And then yet why is the safest move he has? Why is the curb stomp? Why is that now banned from WWE?
But all his other moves aren't. Well, I guess that's it for this shitty Nitro.
Hey, it was only 44 minutes. I was pretty
I'm
pumped that it was over.
Ryan, the Muffler Bruckner, and I'm here to say my shoes are more. My shoes are worth more than your house, okay?
And I'm Mike Big Tobacco Ryan saying, how do you spell history? TJP.
It's actually HISTORY.